UFC 249 has a new location and a newly minted main event. Dan Tom here with MMA Junkie to help you break down that main event, which goes down between Tony Ferguson and Justin Gaethje. Originally scheduled to face Khabib Nurmagomedov, that fight, amongst others, have fallen apart in what has been a global pandemic. But the UFC, through its best efforts, continue to push through, determined to make this card happen, as we now have an interim lightweight title fight between Tony Ferguson, who already held and never lost that interim title, mind you, against Justin Gaethje, a worthy contender, a fan favorite. Of course, Justin Gaethje, one of the most violent fighters ever. If you've got an all-team violence, he's got to be on there. He's earned his spot. Win or lose, he comes to bang. He gives the fans what they want. He uses his wrestling in reverse, and he's tough to control. But he's got chaos on the other side of him in Tony Ferguson, who is a ruthless marauder. You seldom will see Tony Ferguson take a back step. He will throw everything from spinning elbows, kicks, leg, body, head, either stance. Tony Ferguson has it all, as well as a submission series that he can even start getting into from a standing position. How the match will go down? Well, the odds makers open Tony Ferguson as a slight favorite, where he's slightly stayed, although some money has been coming in on him, whereas Justin Gaethje, who is a live underdog, stays in that underdog range, some plus money, which is tempting for you bettors out there. However, for me, as you all know, if you've been following my work, I'm a big fan of Tony Ferguson. He's one of my favorite fighters to break down. Perhaps that bias bleeds into this one here, as he is the pick, but make no mistake about it, Justin Gaethje next to Dustin Poirier, I believe, are the hardest matchups on paper potentially for Tony Ferguson. So Justin Gaethje could very easily spoil this party, especially if it's in the first 2 rounds, the first 10 minutes, I'd say. After that, I feel like Tony Ferguson's chances start to really go up. He starts to climb, he starts to build, he presents targets that aren't there, and he'll lock in a submission after he's sliced you to death with elbows. So I'm actually going to go with Tony Ferguson. I think this kind of resembles his fight with RDA, but a bit more violent, as we see Ferguson really utilize his jab to kind of control distance. He's got a 6-inch reach advantage. He's got a really diverse jab. I think we see that here. I could definitely be wrong. It's hard to bet against either one of these guys, but make sure to check out MMA Junkie for my full breakdown, the full detail, and full coverage for everything involving this unprecedented, crazy event that is UFC 249.